Hello friends, welcome. Today we're doing a quick practice for your hips. I'm going to show you a way to integrate fascial stretching, releasing your Pilates yoga. Specifically, we're going to get into the outside of the hips, ITB. Come onto your mat. I'm using 3 blocks today. You're welcome to modify with something else. I'm Rebecca. So we're going to start on our right hip. You're going to come on down into the earth and just press down into the earth. So we're going to be doing some strengthening exercises, and we're going to create some mobility and flexibility. Okay, so bend the top leg, the left leg, and then the right leg presses in towards the earth. Okay, and then just lengthen through here. So we're working on stretching the connective tissue around the hip, the iliotibia band, creating lots of space through that area. Push into the right forearm, lift the heart up, and really lengthen here. Just pause here for a moment. Again, I'm on the right hip. My right forearm is into the earth. You're welcome to use some blocks here. Close your eyes, just breathe into that area. And lots of us are doing repetitive exercises or movements that can aggravate the hips. This one you can do regularly. It's a nice short practice for you to add into your day to combat the micro trauma. And I also have a playlist that I'll link below that you can check out as well, so you can do a little bit of a variety in your day and in your life. And just stay here, keep lengthening through that side body, creating some nice space, being patient. Come on over onto your backside now, and you're going to press your left foot in towards the earth. Lift that both hips up by pressing into the left foot. You're getting a nice stretch through that right side body. Now take your arms up, okay? So I don't want you to stabilize with the upper body. I want you to work through the lower body. So drop the hips down and lift up. And again, lower down and lift up. Move your chin away from your chest, lift up and lower down and lift up. Connect into the breath. Exhale and lift, and inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, inhale and lower. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. We're working for about 20 seconds here. Lower down, and again, lift and lower, and lift and hold. Hold that stretch. Now check it out. I'm going to get my block, place it on my sacrum, and take it over to the left butt cheek, and then come into that same stretch that you were just in, except you're going to continue to revolve and maybe hook your feet. And then twist open. Now, if that's not getting into that juicy spot for you, no big deal. You can just work your weight back or subtly forward. And your gaze can be over to the left, maybe, or it can be over to the right. Now come back towards center, uncross the legs, come on back to center. We're going to keep that right leg on top for a moment. Grab onto the backs of your legs and rock back and rock up just a couple of times, okay? And if that's uncomfortable for any reason, you can use both legs, or you can just push up to sit. And then when you come all the way up, you're going to stay here, keeping that right leg on top of the left leg. And then gently press over towards the left. So really lengthen through that side body, push into the right hip, and then come on down, just cascade over towards the side. Creating lots of space right into that acetabulum. Soften here, soften the facial muscle. And just for a moment, take your jaw and just take it from side to side. Really release right through here. The jaw and the hips are very closely related to each other. So try to soften. You might be holding some tension in your facial structure or your jaw. Let out a nice sigh. And then come on up. Now stack that right leg on top of the left. Come onto your left side body, okay? You can stay down here on your left elbow or drop your arm all the way out to the side, okay? Whichever you prefer. Now lift the feet up and lower down. And again, lift and lower and lift and lower and lift and lower and lift and lower. Keep lifting, lift, lower, breathe. Again, we're going for time today, so I don't want you to necessarily be concerned with how high you go or how many. I just want you to do these consistently during the time period, which is about 20 seconds. Okay, now from here, keep those feet lifted and then lift the top knee up and lower down. And imagine those feet are just staying in place right there. Lift and lower, and again, lift and lower and lift. Zip up, see if you can pull that navel towards your spine. Again, soften the facial muscles. Lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. You're almost there. Lift, lower, lift. You should feel it right back here on the outside of your hip. Lift and lower and lift and lower. Okay, that was juicy. Right now, again, just like we did before, you're going to take that foot down into the earth and gently press. Okay, friends, now roll over onto your backside again, pressing into that right foot. Let's take those arms up into the sky and then just hold here for a moment. Again, you're pushing into the right foot, opening up through that left hip. Lower and lift and lower and lift and lower and lift and lower and lift. You're welcome to take your arms across your chest as well. Lower, lift, lower, lift. So important for hip mobility is getting that strength for the stability. So we want that trifecta: mobility, flexibility, and stability. And lift and lower and lift. Good job. Lower and lift. Now take it down again onto a prop like a block, and you're going to scoot your hips over towards the right. And then continue to revolve. As you continue to revolve, you move your mic over. You scoot your hips on top of that block, and you can feel that opening inside the hip and on the outside of the hip. And again, you're welcome to twist open with the left arm. Now we're going to stay here for a little bit because we want to get the benefits of an inhibitory stretch. So you're softening into the pose. You want to stay here for at least 20 seconds. When we do our yin yoga practices, We're staying here for 20 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes. Same concept applies with those passive inhibitory stretches. Stay and soften. And be mindful of your jaw. Take a nice breath, inhale, and let out a sigh. Now let's revolve back center. Keep that left leg on top of the right, and you're welcome again to uncross your legs. We're gonna rock and roll because it's so good for the connective tissue and the lower back, rounding through the spine, scoop into the belly, rock back and rock up. Very similar to our rolling like a ball in our Pilates repertoire. And then stay up and cross the right leg underneath the left. So ankle to knee, stacked one on top of the other. Left hand goes inside that left hip, turn towards the right, and then just reach down. Take a nice breath, inhale, and exhale. See what you can let go of here. A nice little sigh. Maybe shake out your head, your shoulders, your jaw. Let go of anything you're holding on to in this stretch for yourself. It's your time. It's your time. Now from here, take that left leg and stack it on top. Again, we're going to come onto the right hip this time. Knees are stacked, hips are stacked, ankles are stacked, and then come on down. Okay, left hand is pressing into the earth for some stability. Lift your chest up. Then gently take those feet up and lower back down. So you're trying not to get so much movement through the hips, okay? My Pilates friends, you're familiar with this. We're stabilizing the hips, disassociate, and lift and lower and lift and lower. Again, we're going for about 20 seconds today. Keep lifting the heart, softening your face, your jaw, connecting to the breath. Exhale and inhale. Again, exhale and inhale. Our wellness journey can be really good, okay? Wellness should feel good. So we're coming out of our comfort zones. That's good as well. And then stay up, 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 up. Lift the top leg up and lower it down. And lift and lower and lift and lower. Lift. Your hips are going to love you. Lift and lower. Breathe into it. You're halfway there. Open, close, open, close. And again, remember, it's not the repetitions. We're just going for time today. And last one, lower down. Okay, friends, push into the earth. Come on up. Roll forward onto your hands and knees. Wiggle those hips out from side to side. Now you're going to side bend towards the left and towards the right. Round through the spine. Sit all the way back. Now you're going to come into a child's pose, and if you have 2 blocks, press the 2 blocks right inside the hip joints. Come on down and just stay here for your last 20 seconds. Remember, lots of the repetitive movements, the micro trauma, comes from the accumulation of it. So if you do this practice and the other short practices regularly, bookmark this and just practice it maybe 2-3 times a week, This will accumulate in your body just like the micro trauma does, and it'll offset that. Obviously, we want to try to lessen the micro trauma, but this will help you stay strong, healthy, mobile, flexible. Take a nice big sigh and stress-free. Okay, slowly come on up and take a seat. Breathe into those hips, shift your weight back. Inhale, let out a nice sigh and exhale. One more time, inhale and exhale. Thank yourself for shining your light and for this time that you gave yourself. I will see you on the mat. Bookmark this, favorite it, and I'll see you tomorrow. If you want to do a longer practice or a shorter practice, check out the links above and below. Namaste, friends. I look forward to seeing you very soon. Check out my weekly calendar if you haven't already, and you can even check the links below and I'll send you that weekly calendar every week. Namaste, my beautiful friends.